Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. And now the Lakers starting group. In the forward positions, James and Hachimura. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reeves. And it's Airton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Warriors, Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Pajemski. And it's Moody in at the 3 slot. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
And that one's good. Hachimura.
Just solid with the jump shot. Hachimura helps your offense in a number of ways. In that case, spacing the floor.
And it's Butler missing.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Offensive rebound, and Airton throws it down.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Airton's specialties.
Golden State moving it around. Nailed from three-point land.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. His coach was enthralled by the court awareness of LeBron James. He said, quote, very few guys know where all the players are on the court at all times. Very few players have the skill and the ability to take advantage of any slip-up. LeBron falls in both of those categories. There's a reason people talk about him as the GOAT. Kevin?
Allie, thank you so much. And it's the Warriors with the ball. After LeBron James hitting the 3. 2 on the clock. Knocks down the 3 ball. Curry's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Warriors.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a 3 of his own.
Hands it from downtown.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's Curry. 6 points for him. Can't connect from 14 feet out. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, we saw a transformation with Luka over the summer as he committed himself to getting into the best shape of his life. And a much leaner Luka started showing up in late July, shortly after he recruited Marcus Smart to the Lakers. No doubt about it, guys. Luka has something to prove this season in a big way.
You got it, making the commitment. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Reeves outside. To the middle. Kicks it out to James. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. LeBron's got 6 points.
Oh, you got to run LeBron off the ball there.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages. But they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
Making a switch here. Vanderbilt's checked in. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played, Curry gets the bucket.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Doncic looking it over. The Warriors pull it in.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Pass to Pajemski. Green with a screen on Reeves. Drills it from outside.
Reed just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Airton, guarded by Green. Tries from 10. Green with the rebound. Warriors trail by 3. One of the best defenders of his generation. Tim, do you think Draymond Green will be a surefire Hall of Famer?
Well, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year, and not to mention a key contributor on 4 Warriors championship teams. Kevin, he will be in the Hall of Fame, no question.
Now Green, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Back to Green. Outside Curry. Takes it inside. Pajemski. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane, and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, you're right. That is his superpower. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Curry outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Reeves outside. On the wing, Doncic. It's stolen by Curry. Inside. Green kicks to Curry. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Curry's got 12 points in the game. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Reeves gets the bucket.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Green with a screen on Doncic. And the Warriors, another 3.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
And that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Los Angeles on top, up by 2. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
And, guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
So for the Lakers right now, Jake LaRavia out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Smart in at the 1. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Healed from outside. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Lakers leading by 4. Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing 3rd in the West.
They went on quite a run after acquiring Luka Doncic, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And as we know, this is an organization judged on championship success.
So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, a wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
Well, that sounds like a good blueprint.
Good shot.
That free throw good from Kuminga. Hachimura, he's checked in for the Lakers. Both free throws good from Kuminga. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Healed against Reeves. There's the screen. Curry from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Pajemski's coming in for Trace Jackson-Davis. And the Lakers also making a switch. James is checked in. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Reeves with the screen on Hield. Pass to Hachimura. Shot clock at 6. James against Hield. And LeBron nails the 3.
Showing some range, LeBron more than capable of hurting you from deep.
When LeBron's playing days are over, and G.A., who knows when that'll be, what will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Smart, good on the three-point shot. Smart's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Pajemski. Golden State moving the ball around. And here is Hield. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside, James. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Now it's a 5-point Laker lead.
As if the league didn't have enough to worry about with LeBron. He's just become a better and better jump shooter.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Butler, he's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Moses Moody in for Heel. And then for the Lakers, Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Luka Doncic comes in for Austin Reeves. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Marcus Smart. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Green passes to Butler. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Rui Hachimura picks one up. You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you can talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called punting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker, but when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defenders.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. 4-point game. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, guys. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "Watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Guys, back over to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, we thank you very much. Pass to Curry. 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Drains it from beyond the arc. Moody's got his second basket of the night.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Takes the 13-footer. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 3 outside Curry. Back to Podziemski. Curry, a screen on Doncic. Outside Curry. Pass to Podziemski. Puts up a deep 3. Nice D from Doncic. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Over in the corner, Vincent. No good with the triple. Shot clocking being brought separated by less than 6 seconds. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Here's Butler. Hachimura grabs the miss.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
James with a deep 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by 3. Now we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Here's Pajemski. In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
Backcourt pair will be Curry and Pajemski. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. And it's Moody in at the 3. That's the Warriors' 5. Butler on the way. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 5. Launches a 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's LeBron, defended by Moody. Doncic, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
And it's Pajemski in the corner. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And here's Reeves outside. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State, trailing by 5. Down low, here's Reeves. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists tonight.
And James has always loved sharing the rock as well as making his teammates better.
Back to Moody. That's to Curry. Green with a screen for Butler. And it's Pajemski in the corner. Sinks the triple. Pajemski's got 6.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
James looking it over. Here's the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Pass to Pajemski. In the corner. Moody with it. Off target from 3-point range.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And it's Doncic missing.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And we see Brandon Pajemski. He's been a valuable player, Tim, since his first day in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, he's just the type of guy every team could use. He's a winner, high IQ, a hustle player who connects the game, and he can hit shots from deep.
Los Angeles shooting their first foul shot of the night. Fields checked in for the Warriors. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Vanderbilt's checked in. Free throw drops for Ayton. Tim, DeAndre Ayton was coveted as the #1 overall pick back in 2018.
Well, he moves so well for a 7-footer, and he's got great touch out to the mid-range. Kevin, his offensive game is special.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
Doncic outside, beyond the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Curry. Back to Green. Golden State moving the ball around. It's Butler that time on the assist by Hield. Butler's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And now the big question, can they sustain the momentum?
Back to Doncic. Off target with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Curry dishes to Green. For the lead. And another three for Golden State.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Quentin Post comes in for Green, and it's Jonathan Kuminga in for Stephen Curry.
Jonathan Kuminga.
.137 left to play here in the third. Doncic passes to Reeves. Back to Doncic. Shoots over Podziemski. And again, the Lakers no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period. And
with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
The kick out to LeBron. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Doncic against Hield. Trying to find Post. Gets it to him. And that one drops.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
James outside. And they double up James. Airton, the pass to Reeves. Over Hield. Reeves can't hit.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
Butler, a screen on Reeves. Hield from outside. And it's Airton with the rebound. Airton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. LeBron outside. Pass to Airton. And here's Doncic from the arc. The shot, no good. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Warriors ahead as they end the third quarter on a 15-3 run. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Lakers trail by 5. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. James pairs with Vanderbilt to make up the forward pair. Marcus Smart is out there with Gabe Vincent. And it's Hachimura in at the 5. Kuminga kicks to Curry. The tray. Curry from 3.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Smart. Here's Vanderbilt from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Hield outside. To the left wing. A 3-ball. And Kuminga throws it down.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Back on the putback stuff.
Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
and proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
Shot by Hield, nobody around. Good on the triple. Hield's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors. Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective. Pajemski, he's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Andre Ayton's checked in for the Lakers. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He said to them, "You guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now."
All right, Allie, thank you. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Smart deciding where to go with it. In the corner, it's James. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists in the game.
Oh, big night for LeBron. I mean, what's new?
Post finds Curry. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Outside, Smart. Outside, James. Hachimura, the pass to James. Back to Hachimura. It's stolen by Kuminga. Now Pajemski. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And stolen by James. Pass to Hachimura. Lakers passing it around. LeBron against Hield, and they double up LeBron. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Hachimura.
And we know Hachimura has a confident personality. You see it there with the rise and fire approach. Nice.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Quentin Post. Jimmy Butler comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Moody's subbed in for Hield. Austin Reeves is checked in for the Lakers. Doncic comes in for Smart. outside. For three. A three-pointer. Good.
Yeah, he's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
Here's Doncic. Jacks up a three. Doncic knocks in the three.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Down he goes for three.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
Doncic. The three doesn't go.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Puts up the three. He drills the three.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
Green rips down the board.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now Butler. Green with a screen for Butler. Doncic for the rebound. It's James. Now, here's Doncic. Another chance here.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
First team foul. Shooting for the Lakers, Luka Doncic. At the line for two.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Doncic. And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against a talent of his caliber.
That one misses.
Well, I'm sure he wanted to hit all of them, but he was still able to chip away a little bit more at this lead.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Warriors.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where you just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
Hield fires. And the three misses. Here are the Lakers.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Yeah, I think it's time to wave the white flag.
We see the Warriors taking the game here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Jimmy, congrats on the win. What did it take to get it done tonight?
A lot of heart. My teammates fought hard throughout the whole game, and everybody had a tough matchup. They manned up, and at the end of the day, we did what we were supposed to do.
Congrats on the win.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Stephen Curry.